Welcome to the Leetist podcast, a podcast where we play games about games, video games, games of the video sort. We play trivia games. We play sound games. We play a news game. We do debates, and I can say that now because we're bringing one back today.
Yay!
Woo! Oh my God, what year is this? We're back to debates?
Along with me today, as usual, the Rocky and Colt to my tum-tum. Tim over there.
Aw, Rocky loves Emily.
Tim and Ryan.
Hey.
Yeah, awesome show. Great job.
Tim and Ryan also do a great job.
That is actually going to be our spin-off podcast once we do this.
I used to love the Three Ninjas movies when I was a kid.
Oh, that's what it is. That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Green one was the Tom Tom, right?
Green.
I think
Did
you're
they have
talking
colors?
about Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
No, there was a green ninja, wasn't there?
Put out the green suit, Tom.
Yeah, man. They put the green suit on, Tom.
Maybe they did have colors.
They
One of
did.
them was orange.
There
There
was
was-
a red one, there was an orange one, and there was a blue one, I think.
So there was no green, is what you're saying.
Well, if you mix the red and the blue, it's like a green.
That's
I don't
purple.
know.
If you know the colors of the Three Ninjas, hit us up at the Leetist on Twitter, theleetistpod@gmail.com.
We're hard hitting. Like coming at you.
You can send your game ideas to us at the Leetist on Twitter. Tim does daily trivia on Twitter. We're at the Leetist, a bunch of other places. Tim's daily trivia. You can win a prize every month. Get up on our leaderboard.
It's true. This month we have a gamer's choice. Choose a $100 gift card between Nintendo eShop, PlayStation, Xbox, or Steam. So it's worth it.
Steamy pile of prize.
That's right. Yeah.
Is that what we're calling it? Oh, that'd be fun.
Sure.
Yeah.
That works
For this
me.
episode only.
Steamy pile of prize.
For our local listeners, we're doing a live event tomorrow, so we're recording this a day early. But just wanted to mention that out at the Vic in Nashville, we'll be doing taking some of our trivia that we come up with for this show, bringing
To
it
the
on over
streets.
to the streets.
And when you
yes.
hear this episode on podcast, basically, I just want you to know that we did really great. And it went really well.
No one threw tomatoes at us. That
We
didn't
hope.
happen.
Oh, man.
I heard some big news this week. I'm curious to hear some more of it. I don't know how much I know. I know a couple big things.
Yeah?
Maybe you have some more to tell me, Tim.
All right, I'll give you that in just a second. But one thing I want to say real quick is that if you like the show, do us a solid and tell every single person you meet that this is the greatest podcast you've ever heard. Share our show with your friends, either by word of mouth or on Twitter or Facebook or whatever. Just get it in other people's ears. You can point them to theleetist.com/new-listeners where they can get a taste of the show and what we do here. Plus, we have a recommended jumping off point episode for new listeners to start their Leetist journey.
Yeah, you can always check the timestamps below to jump to any part of the episode as well. I forgot to mention, we're doing the news game today. We're doing our weekly trivia. We're bringing back the debates finally, and we got some more fun stuff planned for you. Check the timestamps below the episode. Jump to anywhere you want if you don't want to listen to us talk about the news, but it's going to be very fun.
You guys ready to play?
I am.
Ready to play the news game.
Jumanji.
Who laughs like that? Ridiculous.
A madman, Your Honor. A desperate fool at the end of his pitiful rope.
Oh, God. All right.
Jumanji.
So let's figure out who's going first today. Ryan, why don't you call in the air for me, bud?
Heads.
Whoop. It is heads.
Whoa.
Ryan, you're going first.
All
Lucky
right,
you,
let's-
because I don't think I sorted these really well.
Yay! I win by association
You
of
might.
easy to
you,
hard.
you do win by association, so let's go.
There we
Ready?
go. Yeah.
Go. Nobody expected this. Redfall and Blank have been delayed to 2023.
Starfield.
Correct. A 13-minute gameplay video for Blank was released featuring Nightwing and Red Hood, but no Batman.
Gotham Knights.
Correct. Nintendo held their Blank showcase this week, and we still got no word about Silksong.
Indie Showcase.
Yeah, close enough.
Indie Showcase.
Apparently, WWE has signed a deal to start development of a wrestling game of the Blank genre.
Role-playing.
Yes.
Oh, my
Really?
God.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. Wow, you finished that one quick, too.
Yeah.
The timer's kind of awkwardly hanging in the air.
Just like last week, I feel like you got the easy ones again, but we'll see.
That was 4 out of 4.
What is
for Ryan?
Role playing? I feel like a lot of those wrestling games. Man, I really Ross was the big wrestling fan, right? Like who we had.
No,
that was Carlos.
Yeah, that was
Carlos.
Carlos.
Was a big wrestling fan, and I'm curious about his take on that because, like, I feel like all those WWE like SmackDown vs. Raw or whatever those games were like they all have RPG elements. Like you'd level up your stats and stuff like that. So is this going to be like a turn-based RT?
That's what people are wondering. Like, what do they mean by that when they say role-playing game? But the fact that they're specifying that it's a role-playing game, and like, okay, what does that mean? You know what I mean? Like, is it an open-world wrestling game?
An open world.
That'd be hilarious.
You know what? That's not a bad idea. Like honestly, make an open world like Elden Ring style,
Ring.
like
Elden squared circle.
I just want them to go back to
into the Elden Ring.
the arcadey feel of those 64 games. I wish they would bring back in some sort of.
Do they not? I haven't played any of the
I think
newer
they're a
ones.
little bit more technical now,
Yeah?
but and a little bit harder to learn. Probably not that much harder to learn.
Did you
but-
ever make a custom wrestler?
Oh yeah.
What was
was
do you
your
remember
custom?
anything about them?
You know what I would do back then is mostly make wrestlers that weren't in the game but are famous WWF people.
Really?
Like Razor Ramon, we were talking about.
Oh,
was not
okay,
in that
yeah,
game,
yeah.
So I made him and other stuff like that. yeah.
Nice.
Like
I
I
made.
I would make the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah.
I remember because you could do the color change in the skin.
Yeah,
I'm like
yeah,
green
yeah.
and make him really bulky and be like, I got the Incredible Hulk.
One of the character I always made was, or the one that I liked the most, I named him Digit, Digit, and he had sunglasses and a ponytail.
What was his finisher?
I'm pretty sure it was the not the regular power bomb, the one where he like lifts him up like
the
even higher kind of thing.
super
Like,
power bomb,
Yeah,
I think
something
they were
like that.
called.
The super
Yeah,
power
yeah,
bomb. That,
that's-
like he throws him down so hard the body like rolls
Yeah.
backwards kind of thing. I
I
used to
think I
love that
always
move.
did the Stone Cold like stunner.
hell
Like,
yeah.
I feel like that was I made every one of my characters have that because I just really like that finisher.
Oh yeah, it's good.
I can tell you two more that I created. I just remembered.
there we go. Yeah.
Diesel and Tatanka.
Diesel was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't blame you on that one at all. Starfield got delayed. Ryan, congratulations on your $1.
Ooh,
Yeah, I'm
pay me.
surprised.
Pay me,
Like I
baby.
said, I think it's been since Oblivion, since their first party studio in Bethesda has delayed a game. So
Wow.
Do you
That's,
think that they're gonna in the showcase coming up June? Do you think they're actually gonna have footage of Starfield,
I
go
think
through
so.
gameplay of Starfield?
I don't see why not.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it sucks that it gets delayed, but you know, I guess the idea of we've got to make it 10, 10, 10 or whatever the fucking.
Oh, I mean,
this is kind of
I will
silly.
never
If
be
the game's not
against-
ready, it's not ready.
I will never be against a delay in a game ever again.
ever.
No. But it is the first delay that they've ever done of
Because
a
I'm
game.
jaded.
though it might go to prove me right that it won't be at this event and it'll have its own thing later. But who knows?
It might.
Yeah.
It might. Yeah.
What if they're like, well, we don't have Starfield coming out, but Elder Scrolls 6 is coming out 11/11/2022.
Did you guys watch the Indie World Showcase?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I like indie games. I have a place in my heart for them.
It's interesting though. So when you watch them, you're like, "That's a cool indie game. That's a cool indie game."
Mm-hmm.
And all these games that they're showing on these things have been out apparently on PC and or on the Apple arcade store.
Yeah, it's still nice to see a little showcase of them
Yeah.
because, I mean, there's so many indie games that it's impossible to keep up. So maybe if they get ported over to Switch, it's actually worth looking into them a little bit more than maybe some other ones are.
For sure. Was there anyone that really grabbed you?
Yes. Silt. I've been wanting to
Silt
play
looks
Silt for
cool.
a really long time.
It's kind of like Abzul.
If it's not out yet, it's on my wish list on Steam. I
Yeah.
know. I'm not sure if it's out on Steam yet. I haven't even checked.
maybe.
Silt song.
Just Silt.
Yeah,
Just Silt.
no.
It's a little
Unfortunately,
teaser.
I don't know why people think, and I wish I could just shout it from the rooftops. You're not going to get Silk Song out of a Nintendo showcase.
Yeah,
it's
bitch.
Not
Tell
gonna,
him, Ryan.
It's not going to come out of a Nintendo showcase.
So suck it.
So suck it.
No, it wouldn't make sense for it to come out.
That's
on
the
Nintendo.
bottom
I mean,
line.
that's a PC thing, or well, I mean, it's a
It's going to
cross-platform
come out
thing.
on it's cross-platform, but no way are they going to.
So what
be
the
like,
hell are they going to release it? It must be at like Summer Games Fest or
Yeah,
something like
for
that,
sure.
like a big festival type thing. You watched the Gotham Knights thing, right?
Oh, I liked it.
You liked it a lot?
I'm also one of those weirdos who's just like, look, man, I mean, you gave me a cooperative kind of Arkham game. I'm all about that. And the hate that people gave to Red Skull and the ability that he can spirit jump, I guess, which is essentially because he got rezzed in the Lazarus pit and uses his spirit to hop into places instead of, I don't know, the realistic. Hey, here's
What the fuck are you
here's
talking
a
about?
glider that lets you do that. I don't know.
I love those Arkham games. I really do. I think it misses, for me, out on a little something when you're not being Batman.
You know
There's
what?
something that feels really cool about being Batman. Yeah.
As long as it's not over the shoulder camera,
Yeah.
I think I'll play it.
honestly wish that they would do something interesting like a LA Noire style game, but call it Gotham Noir and just have you play as Gordon in the PD and going in Commissioner Gordon.
Yeah.
You're playing maybe Bullock is in it too. And like, you're just kind of like you're in the city and you're trying to uncover these crimes that are happening in the city with no Batman.
I'll tell you guys.
I would love that.
I was thinking about what to do for my flavor of the week this week because I played Arkham
City?
No.
Asylum?
Yeah.
Oh.
And a little bit of
one.
Arkham City. And I was like, well, maybe those will end up being like my flavor of the week after I play them. They're not going to be my flavor of the week. Listen, okay. I like the idea of Arkham Asylum, but the controls feel so clunky to me in that game.
It's been
Like,
so long for me in that one. Yeah.
and so playing Arkham City was kind of refreshing, and I'll probably give that one a little bit more of.
There's so much cool shit in there. All the bad guys are so fleshed out and cool in that game. It's like so much I learned about Batman lore that I didn't even know about from that game. There's a lot of cool
I'll give a better chance to Arkham City, but Arkham Asylum, just plays so old. I mean, it wears down on me as a gamer.
Gameplay wise, it was like when they were trying to find themselves on this whole combat system of it's like this free floating combat system where you press a punch and you just like somehow magically like do this large leap to hit someone across the stage. They were playing around with the idea.
So much better in Arkham City.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Playing them back to back, you go, holy shit. That's a huge difference.
It's a template and they're building on it.
Well, I get to play more as Catwoman if I could keep playing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's really fun, too.
She kicks high.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's another gripe I have. Sorry, with this Gotham Knights game. So they are like here. The 4 characters you can play as is Robin, Nightwing, Red Skull, and
Jiminy Cricket.
Jiminy Cricket.
Yeah,
yes.
Jiminy Cricket.
Oh my God, who's the 4th one? Anyways,
Geppetto?
no, Batgirl. Batgirl.
Okay. All right.
Why not Selena Kyle? Why not Catwoman?
Why not?
Place of there are 3 Robins in that game.
Yeah, Kenny.
Why
3 Robins
why
in
not
that game.
Batman?
Well, he's
right.
dead.
All right, so that's the most we've talked about in news in a very, very long time.
Sorry.
But I guess it was only tangentially related to the news. Let's go. Kenny, you ready?
I'm ready.
Here we go. Our Lord and Savior Elden Ring made the news again because it outsold the FPS giant Blank's latest game.
Blank's latest Call of Duty?
Correct. Jim Ryan, president of Blank, sent out a weird-ass email to employees about abortion and his cats.
Sony?
Yeah, PlayStation.
Yeah.
EA is parting ways with soccer giant Blank, who vows to to team up with other publishers while EA rebrands their own soccer franchise.
Soccer giant FIFA?
Correct. This week saw the release of Blank, and it's a big, sexy, gory mess, just the way a Raimi-inspired game should be.
Evil Dead.
Correct.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. You guys both got 4 out of 4.
I was so not confident in any of those first 3
That's
answers.
amazing.
For some reason, I said Sony about Jim Ryan, and I said Nintendo right after. I meant to say Sony PlayStation.
All right,
That
we'll
is-
determine the winner by how much you can contribute to each of the conversation topics. I think I contributed quite a bit to those. So now, Kenny, it's on you. Contribute.
You guys
to
start
these.
contributing while I look up a tiebreaker.
Oh, well, I guess we're not doing
Can you,
that.
can you remind us what they were? I'm still like
Oh, he
reeling.
doesn't even remember.
I'm reeling from my
Yeah, sure. I'll take care of that here. Elden Ring doing better than Call of Duty Vanguard.
All right.
I am shocked.
Shocked.
I tell you.
That's crazy. I also saw a headline this week about how 80% of Elden Ring players just stopped playing on Steam or something. Like that was a headline I randomly saw like today or yesterday. I don't know why.
Yeah.
They beat it and maybe they're done
Yeah,
playing.
I don't know.
I mean,
I'm
possible.
still playing Elden Ring.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I Call of Duty Vanguard added the Godzilla versus King Kong map, I guess, and people are going crazy over that.
Yeah.
But
I haven't played Call of Duty in a while, but I honestly love playing Warzone. I'm not great at it, but when I have friends who want to get on and play, it's a blast. Have you ever played it, Tim? I mean, you played PUBG and some battle royales, I guess. But,
I mean, just a little bit. I
Yeah,
never got
but-
super into the concept.
but Call of Duty is just so good at shooting. It
Yeah.
just feels so good, and it's just like the smoothest kind of FPS. You know what I mean? And it's a lot of fun going out there in the dangerous war zones with your friends, where
Sure.
danger enemies could be around any corner.
Danger enemies.
strategizing, and,
danger enemy.
and being the last 4 people on the field with your friends are just exhilarating.
Battle Royales just seem so formulaic. It's all the same kind of like you're always getting into that same position where it's like you're either going to hide and wait till everything's done,
Or you
you're
rush
gonna
to a
rush
helicopter.
To a helicopter? I don't know.
Yeah, you can rush to a helicopter and be like one of the first who gets a helicopter and go around and just mow
okay.
people down. It's
There
good.
you
Yeah.
go, man.
That's pretty cool. I got a tiebreaker real quick.
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
You guys ready for this?
It's
It's a grab bag time, Blab.
Oh, okay.
Oh, shit.
Here we go. First one to shout it out.
Steam tags, right?
It's a correct. Yep.
Yep.
This
Steam
is
tags.
for all the listeners at home. I'm going to start reading off Steam tags until one of them guesses the correct game.
It's so funny because we've done this so long that these weird words constructed together means everything to us right now.
But
We're like
nothing to anybody that's
but
never heard
nothing
us
to
before.
anyone else.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. All right. Ready?
Yep.
Open world survival craft. Survival. Underwater.
Rust.
Open world.
Oh, Subnautica.
Correct.
Yeah.
Kenny, you won the
Yeah.
news game.
Thank you
I'm
very
proud of you.
much.
I will say that is.
Hold on. I'm giving myself a cheer. Thank you.
I think that's a fair one because, like, I pretty much was certain I dominated that, and I was like, I'm gonna win. And then, you
I
came
think
back
my
with 4.
Subnautica
Yeah.
knowledge came from this podcast, honestly. Like,
Really?
I probably wouldn't have come to my head
I
unless we
apparently
talked
need to
about
play
it.
that
Wait,
game.
who
So-
has talked about Subnautica?
It has come up in games.
You think it's come up
Yeah.
in games?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Jim Ryan sent out an email to employees about abortion and how everybody should respect everybody's opinion on abortion, and then like kind of glanced over that idea, and then apparently, allegedly, just started talking about cats.
I saw the headline, but I didn't see the content. I did not know it was abortion
I
and
have
cats.
not dug deep into it,
Yeah.
and honestly, it's funnier for me to not. So I'm just going to leave it at that.
He's saying he was referencing Cats about his email,
Yeah,
or
the
that he
play,
just changed
Cats?
this. Oh,
No, it's literally cats. Because Bungie did a similar thing with.
No, yeah, his literal cats.
well, that movie was an abortion. Anyways, moving forward.
Hey now.
10 out of 10, Ryan. Holy shit.
Get a point for that one at the very least.
No, you made a very good point. EA and FIFA are separating. This is just a thing that people care about because a lot of people like FIFA a lot, and it's a big moneymaker for EA, and now they're going in different ways, and FIFA's going to do another thing with another company, apparently, or
Yeah.
other projects with other companies.
Kind of a
and
big-
EA is just going to do their own football club game that they've
Yep.
got. So
It's
be interesting to see
actually
what
a
happens
pretty
with that
big
franchise.
deal.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
and because I mean, I think FIFA is the top selling EA sports game. So
It's a huge game, yeah.
it's huge.
yeah, that's pretty big.
People buy the fuck out of those player packs, man. Like they get addicted to them.
They get millions upon millions of dollars.
I mean,
out of
I've
that.
literally met people that say they spent like thousands of dollars a month on that
Man,
shit.
it's just like
Unfucking believable.
I mean, but I can't knock them because I buy terrible games sometimes. And
Yeah.
it's like, well, this is my money.
All right, so you played Evil Dead?
I actually just got it.
Should we talk about it later, or do you want to talk about it right now?
Yeah, we could talk about it later. I'm loving it.
Okay.
It
All
is
right.
awesome.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
It is so good.
Next segment time.
All right.
No, it's
All right, guys. I have a game today.
What?
Yes, it's called Are You Smarter Than Elite Gamer?
How does this one go again?
I have 3 categories, but today I have created a special Elite Gamer for you guys.
Really?
Because I have 3 categories, and then at the end of those 3 categories, there's going to be a bonus lightning round.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, with so if you're
I love lightning rounds.
Oh my god.
if one of you is down at the end of the regular game that we do, you might still have a chance to come back and take it.
All right.
So I'm going to give you the first main 3 categories. They are called Next.
I can't remember that one.
The second one is called Man's Best Friend.
Man's best friend.
Dog meat.
Third one is called Dish It Out.
Dish it out. Wow.
right.
Dish it out sounds familiar. Have you done Dish it out before?
Is it a game that you've made before?
No, we played before.
We've played it before?
I'm asking you.
Oh, no. I don't think
What is
so,
this?
no.
Fucking Abbott and Costello.
Third base. You did that one episode where you did that one episode where all of yours were like, push it out, suck it in, and
Oh, no.
blow it, dude.
I thought you were asking me, Dish It Out is my game. Have you played it before? I was like confused for a second.
Oh, God,
my
this
God.
is weird recording this
All right,
time of
yeah.
day.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, guys. Coin time. We're gonna. You just called it, Ryan. So Tim, call it in the air.
2020 Tales.
It is a tail.
Yeah, called it, baby.
There you go.
Tim, would you like Next, Man's Best Friend, or Dish It Out?
Dish it out.
Dish It Out is I have dishes from video games.
Okay.
They're foods.
Yeah.
That you can create in a game.
Okay.
Or maybe not just create, but see or create or eat.
Okay.
The first one, you're going to tell me the video game. I'm going to give you the dish.
All right.
Jurassic Pork Soup.
Jurassic pork soup.
We're trying to guess what game that comes from.
Mm-hmm.
Jurassic pork I don't know, Fortnite?
I think these are all going to be stealable, by the way. So, Ryan?
Jurassic Park.
This is a dish from Chrono Trigger.
Oh, is that from when you go to the past, right? Yeah.
Perhaps so. I haven't played it, but
Boy,
I did my research. Yeah, this game, I'll let you guys know right now. This is kind of a harder one on the games I make. So,
Yeah. No, you're good.
Well, I think we're tracking now.
Yeah.
Right. Next.
Oh, we were having all this fun, and now
Would
we
you
got to
like
take
next?
things seriously.
Yes.
Okay, next is I'm going to give you a game from a studio, and you're going to tell me the next mainline game in that series.
Okay.
Got it? The game I give you might not be a mainline game, but you're going to give me the next mainline game. Got it? Okay.
Tracking.
Mario 64. What's the next game?
All right.
Crap.
Well, because mainline game.
Yep.
I'm going to just throw a caution to the wind and say Sunshine.
That's correct, Ryan.
Well done, Ryan.
But I think there was a Game Boy Advance one that came out.
Well, that's why I said
before that.
mainline. Mainline, main console. No handhelds.
Mainlining Mario.
All right, Tim. Next, man's best friend or dish it out.
Let's do dish it out again. I feel like I got to make up for this a little bit.
All right, I'm going to give you a dish.
right.
Tell me the game.
All right.
Braised River Beast.
Wow. Braised River Beast. Braised River Beast. Boy, I have no idea. Monster Hunter World.
Ryan, any guess?
I was literally going to say Monster Hunter as well. So, yeah, no.
You want to say the exact same thing as your guess?
Freaking Final Fantasy 7.
It is wow. Ryan, next, man's best friend or dish it out.
All right, let's see what man's best friend's got to offer.
I'm going to tell you a dog name from a game.
Fallout.
And you're going to tell me the game name.
Okay.
Rush.
Oh, Mega Man.
Mega Man.
Ooh, I didn't choose that one. I wouldn't have known that. Dish it out. I have to do this until I get one right.
Okay, you might. I think you'll know this one.
All right.
Sandwich.
Sandwich. Team Fortress 2.
There you go, Tim. You got one.
Yeah. It's the heavy.
I would have no
It's a
clue.
secondary weapon that you can actually choose for the heavy, and it gives them it powers them up.
That's cool.
Ryan, next, man's best friend. Dish it out.
Let's next.
All right. Tell me the next mainline game in the series after Twilight Princess.
After Twilight Princess, that was Skyward Sword.
There you go.
Well done.
Amazing.
Man's best friend.
All right. I'm going to give you the dog.
Uh-oh.
Chop.
Oh, Chop. GTA 5.
There you go. I knew you'd know that one.
Amazing.
Tim. Ryan, next, man's best friend. Dish it out.
Man's best friend.
Isabel.
Isabelle is from Animal Crossing.
Yes, she is. She's a Shih Tzu.
Amazing.
Wow, that was actually a total guess.
Was it? Nice.
Oh.
She's in multiple Animal Crossing things.
Well, I
right?
knew
Yeah.
there was Isabel. I didn't know if it was a dog.
I don't know if
She
it was
is a dog, yeah.
What a dog.
Isabel, you dog.
You're going to have to isolate that one. Next.
Next. Give me the next mainline game in the series after San Andreas.
Oh.
After San Andreas, GTA 4.
There you go.
Yeah.
So simple. I could have evolved that myself.
Wow, this is, I like that category. I feel like that one is the easiest
Kenny?
of the categories.
What was that?
What?
So
Oh,
simple.
that was Tie My Shoe.
Tie my shoe. That's right. Holy shit.
I wish today was Sunday.
You just pulled like an old thing out of the back of my head.
My
and
dad
referenced it.
says that all the time.
Holy
So
crap.
simple.
So simple.
I laughed up myself.
Next.
Next mainline game after Far Cry Primal.
Oh, no. Far
Picking these ones a lot, you're going to get to the harder ones. And we're at the harder ones.
Primal, Far Cry 5?
That's correct, Ryan.
Amazing.
You're so smart.
No, I want more music.
Man's best friend. No. Yeah. Man's best friend.
Okay, I'm going to give you the dog name. You're going to give me the game.
Please be Astro. Please be Astro.
Bill Gray.
Bill Gray
Yep.
Bill
is the name of the dog.
Yep.
Bill Gray. Red Dead Redemption 2.
No. Ryan?
Red Dead Redemption 1?
Star Fox 64.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yep.
Bill.
I'm not thinking
Which
of
one was
anthropomorphic
Bill?
dogs, is the thing. Like,
This can be any
I
dog.
can't remember Bill.
you said Isabel, and I was like, oh, that's a great point. I guess she was a dog, but she, for all intents and purposes, is a human.
Yeah, to be clear, this can be any dog.
Why not Sergeant?
Bill!
Why not General Pepper, though?
Because
He's
I
a
typed
puppy.
in famous dogs and he was on a list of them.
How is Bill above General Pepper?
I don't know. I never played Star Fox 64.
How is Bill above General Pepper?
General Pepper here.
Damn it, Bill. All right, Ryan.
Let's do the food. Let's serve dish it up.
Food. Sea salt popsicle.
A sea salt popsicle, of course, is from the game we all know and love called Valheim.
Oh, Tim, any guess?
Breath of the Wild?
No, a sea salt popsicle is a famous dish from Kingdom Hearts, apparently. Tim,
You know, that sounds disgusting.
Next.
next, give me the next mainline game in the series after Watch Dogs 2.
There's another game after Watch Dogs 2.
This is the last question next.
I kinda love that
I
comment.
think it's the hardest one probably for you guys.
There's like a full-on next game after Watch Dogs 2.
Yes, there
Every
is.
Watch Dogs 3.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Watchdog Legion?
It is Watch Dogs Legion.
Never even heard of it. What
Really?
is that?
That's the one where you could be like anybody in the city.
That's
Remember
right.
that?
Yeah.
Okay. Ryan.
Yep.
Next
It's
is gone.
Actually, totally forgettable,
Yeah.
and you're right to not remember.
The other games were totally forgettable to
I
me
played
too.
way
so-
more of Watch Dogs Legion than I
You're
should
right
have.
to not remember.
Yeah.
Next is gone. Man's best friend or dish it out.
A man's best friend.
I give you the dog. Give me the game.
All right.
Dinky D.
Dinky D.
Oh, Dinky D.
Yeah.
Timmy know this one.
Really?
I do.
Okay, maybe I can use that. Chrono Trigger.
No.
I just know what Tim knows.
Tim.
Mad Max.
Mad.
Oh, is it a dingo?
I don't remember what kind of dog.
No,
it
I think
is.
it's like
Sits
an
in your car,
Aussie
right?
Shepherd or something like that.
Ah, okay.
Tim, back to you. There's one more in
But that's like also the name of dog food in that game. I think the Blackfinger names him that. The Dinky D.
there's one more in each. Man's best friend and dish it out.
Man's best friend.
All right. I don't know if you'll know this. You might.
Probably won't.
Angelo. And the dog's full name is Sant'Angelo di Roma.
Wow. I remember looking up dogs on a list one time, and I feel like Final Fantasy VIII was one, so I'll say Final Fantasy VIII.
You son of a bitch.
You got it?
You memorizing son of a bitch. That is correct.
Oh. Wow, that's a very, very good poll. All right,
Yeah.
I got
We've made a lot of trivia games on this show.
You know what? You start thinking, I have so much useless video game trivia knowledge now that I can use for more
I guess
useless
there's
true,
trivia.
yeah.
I guess there's a
video
party
game knowledge.
member, a female party member who had a dog in battle with her.
It's funny
Red
because
13.
I know who you're talking about, but I don't remember her name.
I don't either. And I looked it up last night. All right, Ryan, last one and dish it out, and then we'll go on to the lightning
boy.
round.
All right.
You're going to tell me what game this food is from. Stupendous Stew.
Stupendous Stew is from Final Fantasy VII.
Tim?
Breath of the Wild.
This is Mario Odyssey.
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's like a little side questy thing where you have to make the stupendous stew. I think it's in the food level, maybe. Yeah.
All right.
It is
all right.
stupendous. All right.
Good for
That was
Odyssey.
a very outside of the box category,
Yes.
Kenny. Well done.
Tim is at 5 points. Ryan is at 4. It's anyone's game right now as we head
That
into the
is odd.
lightning
I feel
round.
like I got just as much as you did on that.
Well, almost.
Clearly didn't.
yeah,
close.
apparently not.
Do I have a sound for the lightning round? All right, here we go. Lightning round.
I will do whatever it takes.
And you must to win this game.
Chicky is a good go-to.
And I liked making this lightning round.
Way more than you guys are going to enjoy playing.
But, yes, I was going to say that.
More food.
No.
Here's more food dishes.
The warning is that I don't think Tim is going to be happy with this, but we'll see.
Yeah.
It might be a
Makes me
little.
happy.
It might be a little advantage trying. So remember, there was a category called Next.
Uh-huh.
This one is called Next Level Next.
Uh-huh.
And what I'm going to do is give you a developer, and I'm going to give you the year and a game, and you're going to tell me the next game that came out from that developer. And I'm going to give you the year of that
Can we
game
just
as well.
skip it and I'll give Ryan the
So
win?
there's a lot of hints in this. So
it's you give the developer.
I'm going to give you the developer, the year and the game, and the year of the next game, and you're going to tell me the next game.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, I'm probably gonna be bad at this too.
So this one, that stupendous stew was Ryan. This will go to Tim. Are
Yeah.
you ready, Tim?
Okay.
Bethesda Game Studios released The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion in 2006. What was the next game they released in 2008?
2008. Bethesda Studios released a game in 2008 after they released Oblivion in 2006.
Correct.
They probably did. I don't know. Bethesda Studios got all those offshoots that don't count as them.
This is their main studios.
Their main
not
studio.
Zenomax.
It's called Bethesda. I guess yeah. Bethesda Game Studios.
You got this.
In 2008.
Yeah.
What year is it now?
Oh, it's the year of our Lord 2022.
Fallout 3?
Yeah,
Yes.
Tim. There you go. You can
all
do this
right.
thing.
Amazing.
All right, Ryan. Are you ready?
No.
Naughty Dog released Uncharted 3 Drake's Deception in 2011. What is the next game they released in 2013?
Oh, Grand Theft Auto 5.
Hmm.
Didn't they?
Rockstar does Grand Theft Auto.
Oh,
Ryan.
Naughty
Watch
Dog.
Dogs.
Yeah. Was it Watch
Is
Dogs?
your guess Watch Dogs?
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. It's The Last of Us.
Oh.
Naughty Dog.
That's right. Naughty Dog's famous for
Why
that
did I
game.
think? Yeah, I think
Tell you
I
exactly
do
why
know-
I thought that.
Yeah.
Because I don't know.
Developer.
Well, clearly, I think Naughty Dog makes Grand Theft Auto games. I don't know what I'm doing.
Audience is
Our
screaming at you
cred
on
is
that
like,
one.
yeah.
Someone's listening and like, who the
Go out
fuck
the window
let
on
this
this
guy on?
I think I've heard you make that mistake
With
before.
special
honestly.
guest Ryan.
Yeah, Naughty Dog and
Oh
Rockstar
my
mixed up.
god, Naughty Dog and Rockstar, the
All right,
same
Tim.
company.
I don't know if you'll know this.
Okay.
Let's see. Guerrilla Games released Killzone Shadowfall in 2013. What is the next game they released in 2017?
I've not heard of either of those things.
Really?
They released in 2013 and then something came out in 20 what?
17. Killzone Shadowfall 2013. What did they release in 2017? Guerrilla Games is a Sony first-party studio.
Spider-Man.
Ryan?
Killzone 2.
The answer is
Kill butt.
Horizon Zero Dawn.
Hey.
Sure.
That was a big jump for them because all they did was Killzone games, and they were first-person, kind of mundane, generic-ish. They were good games, but then all of a sudden they did Horizon. It was like completely changed the game. Yeah.
There they go.
All right.
All right,
Okay.
Ryan. Arcane Studios.
Right.
2012, they did Dishonored.
Mm-hmm.
What did they do in 2016? Ding.
Teen. They did Dishonored, Arcane Studios. Dishonored 2.
Yeah, there you go.
Amazing.
A little tricky there.
Because
but
I
you got
think
it.
after that they did Deathloop. Right? And there you go.
I think there was stuff in between there. But are we at a tie game? Hold on. 1, 2, 3.
No,
4,
I
6,
think
7.
Tim's got me.
Tim has 7. Ryan has 6. It's still anybody's game. There's 2 more questions.
Oh, okay.
Tim,
Yeah.
Obsidian released
Oh.
Pillars of Eternity 2 in 2018.
Oof.
What did they release in 2019?
Outer Worlds?
Yeah.
Amazing.
I just want to do the next one. I know I can't win, but let me do it.
Yeah. BioWare released Mass Effect Andromeda in 2017.
Unfortunately.
What did they release in 2019?
2019 BioWare, they did what was that game called? Oh, it was so bad. It had the javelins.
Don't look at me. I have no fucking clue what you're talking about.
Starts with an
This
A.
is a video game. Throw all your hands up.
Yeah. Nah, pass. It's
Some 41?
It's that really terrible game where you play as Iron Man.
Anthem.
That's it.
Mech
Yeah.
suit game. Tim, I'm very proud of you for pulling ahead in that. I did not think you were going to do well in that category, but you reached into the depths of your brain Leetist podcast education.
Probably.
And you pulled it out.
I can 100% thank you two for me winning that game. Like, there's no doubt
Well,
in my
I
mind.
think the greatest part about being on this podcast for 48 fucking episodes so far is we're actually pulling knowledge from each other,
Yeah.
and then we learn through that,
Yeah.
and then we use that against each other.
I like it.
We know there's a dog companion in Final Fantasy VIII now.
I had no clue. What was that dog's
Angelo
name?
Angelo
Santino.
And that's a playable character?
I think it helps one of your companions, like it can run into combat or
he's
something like
like
that.
a kind of like
Don't
a
quote me on that.
ranger style character.
And we've also learned that Guerrilla Games did Killzone Games and then did Horizon, which was a big shift for them.
Hey,
Let's
look
remember this stuff.
I got a random one for you, Kenny.
We got this.
I got a animal one for you.
Okay.
Interceptor.
Interceptor. Ooh. You know what's funny? That's the name of a class in Anthem.
I guarantee that when you were looking up dogs, Interceptor was on several lists.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
It must have been a game that I thought you guys wouldn't know then. Or maybe not.
Why no dog meat?
Because that was way too easy.
I wouldn't know.
Stop one's older game.
I don't know Interceptor.
Interceptor, Ryan, any idea?
Interceptor? Baldur's Gate?
Nope, afraid not. That's Shadow's dog from Final Fantasy VI.
Oh, wow.
He shows up in
that's right. He does
cutscenes
have a-
and he comes in during
does have
fights
a
and stuff.
puppy.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Yeah. No, what was the dog's name you get in Far Cry 5?
We'll get our fact checkers on
Boomer.
that one. Nice.
I almost included
Look
it.
at this. Look at
No,
this
no.
guy.
Well, that's easy for me to
Look at
remember
this
because I
guy.
had a dog named Boomer when I was a kid.
Okay.
He was
Boomer.
a Chihuahua Terrier mix. Yeah.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Shout out to Boomer as we fade this out because then we're going to fade in the page.
Got to take a second here because it's time to give a huge shout out to our incredible patrons. Retro Game Brews, Spoof Shot, McCoordinator, Kyle Halvey, Lemons, Andrew Morris, Brandon Walls, Andy, Hobbytime168, and Isaac at Economechanic, and the man, the myth, Emo-esque. We massively appreciate your support for the show. So from the bottom of our heart, thank you so much. You are truly Leet. Patrons of the Leetist can get access to all kinds of goodies from us, including show shout outs, bonus episodes, experimental content, game transcripts, and more. Your funds help us with upkeep, upgrades, equipment, prizes, and merch, all kinds of stuff. Like what, guys?
For just $1, you can get the show a day earlier than everyone else. For just $3, you can get an extra 30 to 40 minutes of the Leetist every week as we do bonus content.
That's true. For more info about becoming a patron of the show, check out patreon.com/theleetist.
Thank you, patrons, so much.
Thank you.
I think it's time to reach into the annals of history
Wait.
and pull
Strike
out.
that. Reverse it.
We're going to pull
We're gonna
out
reach into the
out
anus
these
of history.
annals. Yeah, we're going to pull
Yeah.
something out of that annals. And what I'm going to throw upon the table for us today is Slappa-Debate.
Oh my God.
There's
Wow.
probably people that
Yeah.
listen to the show now are hearing that and hearing that song for the first time because they've only been
Yeah.
catching up with recent episodes. But this used to be a
This was a
weekly staple on the show that, we, I don't know, do we run out of steam, basically?
I think we just came up with a format that had more and more games that we were fitting into the show. And
That's true.
My initial idea for this show was, games that I heard on other podcasts. I wanted just games to be the main thing, but also movie fights was a big inspiration.
Okay.
And I always thought that one of the things we do every show is that we'd have a debate topic.
Okay.
And in the style of movie fights, but it'd always be about video games.
That's right. Yeah. Like in
Yeah.
the inception of the Leetist had some more debate focus.
I think what's great is as we built this community up and we have more access to our social medias, when we do these debates, we can get the community
is
involved.
true.
Get them to vote on who they think is going to win the debate.
Oh, that'd be kind of cool.
and
but in
send
this-
us debate topics.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
But in this scenario, I will be the judge, jury, and executioner.
Not Judge Judy and Executioner.
Yeah.
He's my dad.
Okay. I guess I'll hand it over to Ryan then, since he's going to be the judge of the Slappa-Debate, and you can flip a coin for one of us to go first.
We'll talk about the format.
Yeah,
how
we're
we're
going to
gonna
do
do that
1
thing?
minute, debate intros, and then there'll be a free-for-all after that. And at the end of all of this shenanigans, Ryan will decide who presented the better argument for worst video game controller.
Bum, bum, bum.
Which,
there's a lot of bad game controllers.
yeah, if you
Can
look
we be
into
honest?
the annals of history, there's
Again?
There's that word. There's that word again. You keep saying it, and it's awesome.
There's tons of controllers that, of weird consoles that no one bought that are weird as shit. But, I stuck with more, stuff that people know.
Sure,
I don't know,
yeah.
I don't know if you did, but
I did
we'll see.
too, yeah.
So, Ryan, here's the coin.
Okay. All right. We're going to have a debate. Worst game controller. We're going to give 1 minute to each person, Tim and Kenny, to give their opening arguments, followed by a 30-second rebuttal, followed by open conversation, and then final judgment. This is Leet Debate. Boom, bum, 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 bum. All right, Tim, call it in the air.
Was that? Hold on. Was that Law and Order you just did?
Yes.
Bum, 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 bum.
That must be why, because you got like the twangy sound from the bass in your head and ended up going to Law and Order. I saw it. I saw the gears turning.
We could probably write something in to make it more like a Law and Order
No,
thing.
what I should do is take that Slappa-Debate.
Add the tune tune at the end of that.
Add the tune to it.
Yeah, tune. All right, Tim, call it.
2020 Tales.
Oh my God.
Ryan, I swear to God,
No idea where that went.
Oh, we lost the
the coin is gone. Did it go into the bag or?
It honestly felt like it went up my sleeve for a second.
I'm that much of a magician.
Can't
All
I
right, 1,
fucking
2,
believe
3,
this just
Tim.
happened.
4, 5, 6, Kenny. It is Tim going first.
I have no idea where
We'll
Son of a
find
bitch,
it
you
later.
lost my coin.
We'll find it later.
All this should stay in the final recording. Okay.
All right.
It's in the bag. It's in my bag.
Okay.
Ooh, that's-
It's in the bag.
It's in the bag. All right. So, Tim, you have 1 minute.
Yeah.
What is the worst game controller? Go.
All right. Well, when I was trying to think about the worst controller, I was thinking about functionality more than anything else. You know, it's one thing if your hands don't fit right on it or something like that. It's another thing completely if it just doesn't fucking work right when you're trying to use it. So that made me think of the Xbox Kinect as a controller. That is a pretty shite control system. And don't get me wrong, I believe that it was innovative, and that part is cool, right? But this was like the first round of trying to do this sort of thing, and it just didn't work. They forced a bunch of people. They spent a bunch of time and a bunch of money to get people to play games with their Kinect, and it was with faulty hardware that just didn't read right, didn't look right. It was finicky. It was a pain in the ass to use. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to go with the Kinect as the worst controller.
All right.
Okay.
Connect. Common swinging out with no controller. Kenny,
That's an interesting choice.
ready?
I'm ready.
Go.
All right. When I think of worst controller, you can talk about functionality, you can talk about all that stuff, but when you don't even know where to put your hands on the fucking thing, that's a problem right off the bat, which is the problem with the Nintendo 64 controller. And easily the first thing that comes to mind, without a doubt, when we picked this category, I knew exactly what I was going to pick. Mm-hmm. It seems like the obvious one. This thing is a nightmare. I hate holding it. It doesn't feel good in your hands. You don't even know where to put your hands. There's 3 prongs on the damn thing. Why is there 4 buttons just for C when they're not even labeled? You don't even know you got to say C up and C right and C left and C down. It's so fucking stupid. And, hitting the back button is hard to do with your hands in weird places. They were trying to figure out 3D controls, and they just did not have it right yet. And it was probably the most disastrous one in that era for 3D games. And I also believe that much like Ryan picking that stupid mini game way back in the day, Kinect is like a technicality. It's not even a controller. Really.
Oh, boy. Well, we'll get into that in a second. First, 30-second rebuttal. Tip.
Fuck you.
And that's it for his one. Okay, go ahead.
Now, we'll say that, I can see where your argument is on that one, that it's not a controller, but that thing, for all intents and purposes, was meant to control games. I mean, that's exactly what it was meant. That's what a controller is. It controls games and what's happening on the screen in front of you. That's exactly what Kinect was. So, the N64, I understand that it's not the prettiest looking thing in the world, but at least it fucking worked.
Did it?
All right.
Yeah, it did.
All right. Kenny, your rebuttal.
Yeah, I think I would argue heavily against this technicality of this thing not even being a controller. You're not even holding anything in your hands. I would hesitate to even call this a controller. It's a novelty. It's a stupid piece of shit that didn't work right. And when people think controllers, you're looking at a list of controllers. You're seeing controllers and not nothing space and a stupid little bar on top of a entertainment center, which is what this thing is. It's not a controller.
All right. Open forum. Go for it, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, my opponent is a coward. He's afraid to go up against the Kinect.
He's a madman, Your Honor.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am just a caveman.
I'm just a caveman.
I think this is important. We should clarify this here, okay? Will you accept the Kinect as a counter argument to the N64 controller? You're going to go after the merits of whether or not it's the merits of it as a controller, or are you going to go after the validity of it being a controller?
I will accept it as your answer because I don't believe in. I think we can pick anything we want in these debates, and as long as we can argue for it.
I just want to make sure I know what I'm arguing before we start arguing.
Sure. No, I'm fine with you picking it as a controller. I just might blast it for being not quite a controller that I would see on a list of worst controllers.
That's fair. Okay. All right. Fair enough. Here's the thing about the N64 controller.
Yeah.
Is it pretty? No. Of course it's not. I like that it's clearly the technology that came before the Wii. I like how they took the center thing from it and made that the left-hand controller. The Z button came out of that, and that was glorious. They had to figure out some way to differentiate themselves from PlayStation. It was before PlayStation, wasn't it?
Yes.
It was before PlayStation. Yeah.
Shortly before PS1?
Yeah.
Same time-ish?
Yeah.
They came equipped with the technology to upgrade themselves, and that's exactly what they ended up doing. They had a little slot on the back that allowed for further creative use of what you wanted to do with that controller. You could put the rumble pack in there. You could put the, what was the other big one that you could put. I think there was like a fucking
stupid
picture printer and stuff
the
like
memory card slot.
Memory card slot,
That's how you had to save.
Yeah, you didn't have to that way, but it was expanded memory.
Some of the
It had extra technology built into it. Now, the design of the C buttons. Look, I'm not going to argue with that one. That was weird. I have no idea what was going through their heads on that one. But we got to give credit where credit's due. Nintendo likes to experiment, right? Xbox tried experimenting too, right? And this thing is. There are people out there that like the Kinect, okay? I was just talking on Twitter with Emo about it. He likes the Kinect. He liked playing it, right? But that is not the majority of the opinion, right? Most people really, really did not like how unresponsive the thing was, how finicky it was, and basically you had to learn how to game the controller in order to control the game.
Well, let's talk about functionality then, because, okay, you're playing a game on Kinect, right? You're looking at your screen. You want your person to move in a 3D space over to this corner here in front of this barn. You're moving your hands kind of in weird ways. It might be a battle to figure it out a bit. On the 64 controller, guess what? One stick for 3D games. How it's such a pain in the ass. If you go back and play GoldenEye right now and try to move up and down, I think it's inverted. You can't even change it. And trying to move around in a 3D space with a fucking stick and those stupid buttons, at least on the Kinect, you can kind of just, figure it out with your hands where people go and turn in ways that you don't have to mess with this stupid ass one stick where, they fucked up.
I think I just understood why the C buttons exist, though. Those were also camera. That was probably what C stand for.
That's right.
Yeah. So they were trying to keep the same amount of buttons available, or extra amount of buttons for extra functionality while you were playing the game, including camera movement for certain circumstances.
It was very non-intuitive, and on the Kinect, I feel like I could move over to that barn way easier than I can on the 64 controller, where you got to figure out this stupid ass technology where they didn't know what the hell they were doing in 3D space.
Look at this guy. They had camera following behind you in N64 for the most part. Like, you didn't have to do a lot of weird camera manipulation in order to move around.
I don't know anything about the Kinect. I never used one.
So you didn't play a lot in N64. That's the thing. You said it yourself.
There's a reason for that. Yeah. This controller is so bad that I played almost zero 64
that's
games.
Fair. I played very little Kinect as well.
I played GoldenEye, and that's it.
Yeah, okay, all right. I see where you're coming from. I don't like going back to N64, and I don't like playing with those old controllers. I mean, you're absolutely right. But it was the same issue with Kinect, is that it was the first stage of technology leading into something else, right? But N64 was at least onto something. You know what I mean? Like, Kinect hasn't been onto anything. This is not something that's coming back yet in any substantial way, right? Everything's being implemented some way else. Like hand tracking, for example, is something that's more exclusively VR. That's not a physical thing you're seeing with games.
There's one more main point I'm going to have here, which is the Kinect. I think it came with the Xbox One and made it more expensive, which is another shitty thing about it. But the Kinect
also that.
Yeah. The Kinect was an optional thing that almost, a lot of people didn't even use because they might have tried it. The 64 controller was the main controller for this console that you had to use to play the Nintendo 64. Yes, the Kinect was bad, but you could just not use the fucking Kinect. If you wanted to play Nintendo games in that era, you had to use this abomination of a controller and have these fucking prongs sticking into your lap and groin.
All right, let's get closing arguments, Tim.
Okay. All right. Look. I understand that Nintendo 64 was not the perfectly designed controller, okay? It was weird. It felt a little off. But when you played the system long enough, you didn't even bother with it. You didn't care. Like, it was just, you got used to it. That's what the system had. In the same way with any other controller or any other system, with the exception of Kinect, there was nothing to get used to with that one. You had to just deal with it if you wanted to play the games that they were shoveling fucking money and time and effort into in order to get people to use this product that people didn't want to use. So, yeah, N64, awkward a little bit, but totally functional, totally memorable. It'll go down maybe as not the most comfortable controller, but one of the most unique looking ones and unique feeling ones.
I think the argument of, you use the 64 controller long enough and you'll get used to it. You could say the same thing for Kinect. I mean, I tried it maybe once, but I'm sure if you played Kinect for a while, you'll get all the little, issues it has and figure it out and be able to play a fucking game on it, just like you can with this shitty ass, 64 controller. I think my main point of this is an actual controller you hold in your hands and you have to feel the awfulness of it in your hands, like the word controller suggests. When people think of a controller, it's top of the list every time. Look at the list.
Look at that list right there. The evolution of video game controller. What do you see on there?
Kinect, is it on there?
Yes.
Yeah, it doesn't even, it looks like a fucking little box. It doesn't look like a controller
That's
at all.
right. It looks awful. It doesn't even look like a controller. That's how bad of a controller it is.
All right.
We'll post that picture on Twitter.
All right.
that's a good idea.
Yeah, we'll circle the controllers we're talking about so people are familiar. All right. Gentlemen, that was very spirited. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed that debate. You both had very good points. For me, if I was going to debate this, just to throw this out here, the worst controller is the PlayStation Move. But that's because it's not much of a controller.
I could have gone deeper into things that I didn't have any experience in. I chose to go with ones that I've actually experieed myself.
And I totally get it.
This is not good.
Yeah, that would be my personal pick for if I had to choose between the worst. To the point of a Kinect not being a controller, I think you defended that pretty well. The idea is that you're utilizing it as a device that has proprietary software that is needed to actually operate it. People actually had to buy those games, those Just Dance games, those, whatever they have for the Kinect. So, I mean, it is a legitimate controller. It tracked. And I had a
literally,
but
not really.
And I had a Kinect, and it didn't track too well. Yeah. It wasn't, but it was kind of an innovative idea for the time when it first came out. And in terms of the N64 controller, the reason why you have those 3-prong is because it was a transitionary period between the Super Nintendo and the N64. What Nintendo wanted to do is give people the opportunity to continue playing in a digital, like with the D-pad, and the opportunity to learn to use the analog stick. It was a learning tool.
Which people figured out easily without having 3 stupid sticks sticking out of the bottom.
Not really, no. It was actually designed to get us into that period of time where we actually start learning how to use an analog
but keep
stick.
arguing with the judge. This is great.
No, I mean, but that's legitimately why it was designed that way.
No, I'm just saying it was a failure because obviously PlayStation 1 figured it out a lot easier.
I mean, and that's the thing. It definitely was a weird concept, weird design. Obviously, young me, when I first got my hands on that, I had no fucking clue what I was doing with that. That's absolutely true. But just like other controllers, over time, you start to learn. Your arguments were really good. The problem that I have with saying that the N64 is the worst controller is that you're not like it still functions. It still operates. It still works. It plugs in and you're able to control. Kinect.
4 of them.
Kinect barely worked at best. And that was kind of what Tim was really alluding to is like, hey, it is a controller. It is tracking, and that's what a controller does. And it barely did that well. To me, it has to go to Tim for the Kinect.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
What I would like to do is we'll post this segment on the Twitter.
Yeah,
page,
fuck yeah. We can do it like a poll.
We'll do a poll.
Yeah.
And we want to hear from you guys, the Leetist crew, what
Definitely.
you guys think,
especially
is
ones
the
that you
worst
guys
controller.
have experience with, like the ones that you've actually played. You know, there's lists of some ridiculous wild shit. It scares me though to post this to our Twitter community because a lot of those are retro players.
Oh, and they like the 64 controller.
Well, no, I'm not just thinking that. I'm thinking the fact that they've probably played with a lot of fucking weird controllers. Weird.
I did research this a little bit, and there is some weird shit out there.
Did you see that Intel one that's like blue and looks like a horseshoe?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Or there was I want to say it was an Xbox controller that was a sword. It was a katana, and you had to hold it in a way. Maybe it had been a GameCube controller. Oh, no, the GameCube had the chainsaw from Resident Evil 4. That was an actual controller that came out that you had to move around using the chainsaw.
I thought about doing the Power Glove, too.
I thought
like
about
a cool concept, but also a garbage thing.
I thought about doing Wii U.
Yeah.
And I thought about doing Switch.
Yeah.
I mean, the controller that comes with the Switch without buying any additional shit. I hate how small those buttons are, and you know what I mean.
That's a personal thing. I love the Switch controller.
Really?
But
I don't know.
What we all learned is there's a lot of bad controllers.
Yeah,
there are a lot of bad controllers.
I mean, you know what? I'm not gonna knock the game companies too hard though, because they're all trying to experiment. They're all trying to find like the new thing that's gonna work, and maybe it doesn't. You know, and shit happens. But I don't think I've ever said no. I take that back. I almost didn't get a PS5 because I had such a hard time getting a hang of that controller.
DualSense or not the what do you call it?
Well, okay. So for one thing, and this is true, I'm not lying, Kenny. The controller with the paddles that are touch sensitive or whatever that like have resistance to them and stuff, they legit hurt my fingers.
Oh wow.
Like I don't know if I've just got early onset arthritis or something like that, but I've got it down to like the lowest strength, and I realized that after the 180 hours of Elden Ring, my fingers were hurting. Like legitimately hurting. Yeah. Yes.
Oh, now your back's gonna hurt.
Well, I remember playing Returnal, and it had that like kind of feedback thing where it was a fucking powerful weapon, and you're holding it down, and it's harder to hold down when it's more powerful. And it's like I get what they're trying to go for.
That's very novel. Go away.
Well, to me, I'm not a big fan of that kind of gimmick. I'm not a fan of a microphone and a controller making noise gimmick either. Like I'm more of a functionality style, but if you're going to give me something that gives me a more immersive nature, do something interesting like light the controller in certain ways when you're playing a game. It's like, hey, when you take a hit, maybe the controller lights at a certain point. It's like, hey, you're damaged. Maybe immerse me in that way.
Also, despite me blasting the Switch controller, I do think the Switch Pro is one of the best, actually.
Yeah?
I love the Switch
I love
Pro,
the Switch Pro. Yeah.
I don't have a Switch Pro.
Oh, it's nice. Yeah.
Is it good? I've got like a knockoff one. I thought I had one, and then Kenny was up in my living room. And he was like, "This isn't a Switch Pro." I was like, "Oh."
I mean, the knockoff ones work fine. They kind of feel like the Pro has
There's
more
like
weight.
a piece that's like knocked off in mine, so you like.
The great thing about the Pro, the grip itself, it's textured so like it holds better, and the button sizes are really good.
I like that. I wish
there's night and day between the actual Switch controller and.
Well, let me tell you something,
buttons.
Ryan. You can buy something called a Binbach controllers, which are replace Joy-Cons. You slide them for handheld, and they have large buttons.
The large buttons.
Very nice.
That's right. Yeah. You know, like that's the one thing I still don't like about the PS5 controllers. I wish there was more grip on the back of them. Like the Elite Series 2 controller has grip on the back, and it's awesome.
I just ordered a Scuff controller for the first time, which is a popular custom. They just released a new batch of their PS5 ones with triggers, and they have like apparently their grip is super nice on there too. Their custom grippy stuff. So I'll be getting that within a month.
The only
probably.
thing I really wish companies would do is embrace the idea that, look, you're going to have 4 buttons on a controller usually for your, X, Y, B, A, whatever you're going to do. Let's just make it a staple across all platforms, the order of operations of what goes where. Because like Switch, for whatever reason, they have like the Y and the B button. And I can't.
Jesus Christ.
I hit the wrong button on the Switch controller almost every single time.
And what is it with Nintendo games? What's the deal with Nintendo games?
What's the deal?
Why is it?
Why do they need Nintendo?
Why is it every time I pick my nose, it's full again an hour later?
What are you doing?
Lost my train of thought there.
Yeah.
What is it with the thing I was just talking about?
Oh, yeah.
Which was...
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Oh, shit. I remember now. Why is it that platformers on Nintendo tend to have the jump button as the top button?
Oh, like Breath of the Wild. That's a weird one.
But that is...
I feel like it happens so often.
Elder Scrolls had that. Yeah, the jump button on the controller was the Y button.
Never mind, I retract my statement. Elden Ring is wonderful. It's a perfect game.
Elden Ring?
No, Elder Scrolls.
Oh.
And Elder Scrolls. And Elden Ring.
I never played those on console.
Oh, I only did.
A good old-fashioned space bar for
Hey,
all
look
your,
at you.
for all your jumping
Ladies and
needs.
gentlemen, that was the return of Slappa-Debate. Congratulations,
Wow,
Tim.
That was really fun, and I missed it.
Yeah.
And please, Jesus Christ, listeners, send us some ideas for debates, because that was super fun. If you didn't enjoy it, sorry.
Well, so like I said, what we're gonna do is we'll dissect this. We'll put it on Twitter. We'll put a poll for this. But also, let's get a feedback. Do you guys like the debates? Do you want to hear the debate once an episode? If you do, like, subscribe, comment.
Not gonna lie. One nice thing about doing the debates is they're easy to prep for. So
I think their literal prep time was about the time they sent me what they were going to debate.
Well, when we did it back in the day, there was, depending on the topic.
Oh, that 2017 one that I did
had to prep
was
for some of them,
about the most well-prepped thing I've ever done since college.
Yeah, if you could go back in the archives, you can hear the best year in video gaming in 2017 versus 2016 debate. It was a good one.
I took some notes.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
Oh, boy. No,
Should have seen the size of that notepad document.
I think that debates may be here to stay. We'll hopefully hear back and find out.
All right, guys, it's time for our classic segment we do every week, where we talk about one thing from the week that we're psyched about in media, whether it's a game, a movie, a TV show, a book, an activity, a hobby. It can be anything, really, in a segment I like to call Flavor of the Week. Flavor of the Week.
What is he saying? Doobity-da?
Doobie-doo-wah.
What is he
Doobie-doo-wah.
saying? Kenny?
Yeah, that's me.
What is... No, we got Randy
That's
Newman
right, that
to
was Arlie
record
Erman.
that was
you're right.
Randy Newman recorded that for us as a
about that.
favor.
He is the epitome of cool.
Yes.
Tim, would you like to start the
Epitome.
flavor this week?
What's that?
You usually go last-ish. You want to go first?
I don't know. Do I usually go last? Okay, fair enough. I'll go first. Okay, so I played the Batman games, and I told you earlier, I was like, maybe that'll be it, but I'm not there yet. Give me until next week, and let me muck around with Arkham City more, and maybe that'll be on there. But then otherwise, I started looking back at the games. I played a little bit more Warcraft 3 today. I was like, oh, yeah, I already talked about that one. So I'm going to have to go a little outside. But I do want to bring up my group, Gong, that I'm pretty sure we've sealed it at this point, that there is this... It's not really a dive. It's a sports bar. It's a sports bar out in Mount Juliet that has become, bar none, the best venue, like, for us. Yeah. I bring out, for those that are unfamiliar, I had a social gaming community in Nashville called Gong Nashville Get Out and Game. And I invite people out to play board games with me and get drunk and eat food. And that's basically what the evenings turn into. There is several venues around Nashville that we attend. I've got some close relationships with like managers and stuff in order to plan out these things. And I usually attract a group of, 25 to 45 people on average, probably somewhere between there. There is the outside of town in Mount Juliet, which is further away than all the other venues are from most of the people that come out to events. Despite that, continues to bring out huge crowds to this place. I expected something like 20 to 25 people to show up to the last event on Monday night, and we ended up having like 45, 50 people out in total. We hung out all night. It was awesome. A lot of people played some really cool games. And then after they closed down the bar, Christy, who I'm sure doesn't listen to the show, but Christy is awesome. She basically just kept serving whoever wanted to serve, just said, okay, just move it outside. And it was a beautiful night out. And we ended up staying there until like 11:30 at night. And it was incredible. I made some wonderful new friends that day, because I get to meet new people all the time doing this. I made some great new friends. We stayed out all night. We drank, we played games. It was incredible. That was totally my flavor of the week.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
What is the name of the venue? You didn't say.
Sorry, Riverfront Tavern.
There you go.
Yeah,
Riverfront Tavern
is
in
the
Mount
name of it.
Juliet,
Yep.
Nashville, Tennessee.
It's
Well,
just hard to
not
believe to me
Nashville,
because
but
like
Tennessee.
it's out of the way. It's so much further than any other venues from so many people, and people love it. I mean, they absolutely they come out in droves from Franklin area to come out and hang out at this venue because it's just such a cool place. It's such a great
It
atmosphere.
is a good spot.
And they are. I brought up the idea of doing karaoke there again soon, and Chrissy's all for it and says, yeah, she talked to the manager, so we're gonna have a karaoke event there soon too.
Nice.
I like that.
My flavor, I've been going through a grab bag of just revisiting old games older
Tag
games this week because not like indie old, just meaning games I've already played just because I wanted to see them because I just got my first OLED TV.
Nice.
The LG.
This has been an ongoing thing in the
Discord,
Discord chat. Join us if you subscribe.
If you don't know,
you'll see the journey of
LG just
getting the
released these
OLED.
things. I think it's like the first time they're releasing like a TV that can be like reasonably work as a monitor as well because the refresh rate's so high and it does 4K. So it's 4K, 120 hertz, and it's got OLED. And I've never had HDR before either.
Yeah,
the colors are fucking incredible. Oh my god! Yeah. So I've been popping in just games just to play for an hour and see what like Control, Red Dead 2, Resident Evil 2 remake. God of War I played last night, which oh my god, it looks so fucking great. I forgot how much I appreciate Red Dead 2.
Yeah,
playing that game again. Oh my god, and not only the colors and how awesome it looks on this fucking
Red
TV,
Dead 2
but
is such a beautiful
it's just
game.
such a brilliant fucking game. Like
if there was a game that I wish that I just had remembered everything that's going on so I could just jump in anywhere at any time and continue playing that game, it'd be that game because I don't want to go through the rigmarole of getting to like the open world and all the unlocks and stuff.
I think that's the biggest misstep they did in that game.
The long intro.
Why have that long intro? Like,
the first time was fine. The first time was fine, but if they had a skip prologue button or something like that, where you could just get straight to the next section of the game kind of thing and then start from there, that'd be awesome. Sorry, I don't mean to hijack your segment.
But to go to it, that could have been easily a cinematic that they were showing that builds that up, and then you go into the open world. Like, why?
Yeah.
And 2 hour long section of just this window. I think that was a terrible idea on their part.
Yeah. I played the game on PlayStation 4 and then rebought it when it launched on PC, and I played up to Saint Denis. So when I just jumped in this week, I was in Saint Denis.
Oh, nice.
At the part where you're going to the governor's house and all that stuff. Like right immediately when I started playing.
Is that like the party or whatever?
Yeah. Okay. I was right back into the story, hooked in again,
awesome.
like so quickly. It was so great. And also on my new great TV, I just really wanted to see the last season, well, an episode at least of the last season of Game of Thrones, because I really wanted to see what the long night looks like on a really good, because you cannot stream
HDR. Yeah,
you cannot stream 4K on a HBO Max. So I've never seen Game of Thrones in 4K HDR or UHD, whatever you want to call it. So I popped that episode on in 4K, and good
4K,
Lord,
4K,
it is
4K,
different.
4K.
Yeah, it's like, oh my God, all the blacks that were like covering the screen before, there's like stuff going on out in the distance you couldn't even fucking see before.
That's
and
awesome.
It's like, and oh my, it's so.
And it changed the story, right? It made it good.
I mean,
right?
I didn't mind the story in the
Tyrion
long
didn't
night.
lead people into it too, knowing that someone could raise the dead.
That was dumb.
No,
he
changed that, right?
I loved the Theon part. I love. There's so much about that episode that I like.
They couldn't have fucked up that show more if they tried.
I don't really agree with that.
All right,
we can debate about that.
I will debate that to my death.
I mean, you've seen it on my TV kind of thing, and is it comparable like that kind of thing? Does it have that kind of same? Is it even better because it's like right there, right in your face, and it's.
Oh, we're just talking about games in general.
Yeah,
it's it's an OLED. You have the same thing, right? So it looks like that.
Man,
it looks like
awesome.
what yours looks like.
I've already played some Last of Us 2 as well. I've been playing a bunch of shit. So.
And there's no laggy-ish issues or anything like that. It doesn't look any out of quality.
No, it looks great. And there's a bunch of optimizer stuff built into the TV that's awesome. Like, you just flip on this thing, there's a bunch of stuff built in for games. It's got G-Sync, NVIDIA's thing built into the TV. It's
nice.
got a thing where, like, I flipped on...
It's like they knew.
Yeah, it's like I flipped on Control, and there were parts that looked a little bit like the blacks weren't dark enough. There's, like, settings of darkness to add to games, so you can, like, I need a little more dark room mode, and it makes the blacks blacker, and it looks way better. Nice.
RPG
setting, FPS setting for different types of games. It's great.
Sick.
I like it.
Sick, bro.
It's dope.
Ryan.
LGC2.
I think I'll just go with, if we're going to go kind of like kind of weird, unique things that happened this week that I really enjoyed. I saw the new Doctor Strange movie.
Ooh.
And
I've heard mixed things.
Oh, I loved it.
Yeah?
I loved it. Sam Raimi is one of my favorite directors, and he definitely has an art style and a kind of way that he does things. Yeah. But it is actually a visually beautiful movie, but also saw it in 4DX. And I cannot recommend, if your theater has a 4DX, probably the next movie to watch on that would be Top Gun. They did
hearing good things about that too.
So
from Kojima.
Oh yeah, Ross was talking about that. He like retweeted about
Kojima loves that Top Gun movie.
Yeah,
really?
Yeah. He saw it like 3 times already or something like that.
It's not even out.
Yeah. Well, he's Kojima.
He's the man.
It's Kojima. Yeah. But what's great about it is at the beginning. So if you don't know what 4DX kind of theater is, it like gives you pretty much all the kind of sensation of what's happening on the screen. Yeah. With you in the chair. So the chair moves.
Yeah. Let me tell you, it made 50 Shades of Grey really weird.
It just kept going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I was like, and then sometimes it sprayed water on me. It's weird.
A mist in your face.
Oh my God.
Mist in my face.
50 Shades of Grey 4DX.
No, don't do it in my face. Just on my chest. All right.
4DXXX.
4DXXX. You know what? That is the next level right there. Put a VR headset on. Go
it's
to
already
porn.
in Japan.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm sure it is.
But no, so they do, what's cool is they do like usually a preview kind of thing. And what actually made it more enjoyable is I saw it with a friend who never done 4DX before.
Who did see it?
Dwayne.
Dwayne? Okay.
And Dwayne and his family. And he was giggling.
Was he just giggling?
He
yeah,
was
I could
giggling
totally see
the
that.
whole time.
Yeah.
And it made me smile so much because I'm enjoying it too. But like just his
Dwayne's a giggler.
reaction. And he's like, yeah, this has ruined movie theaters for me forever. Like because the chair moves, you get some maybe water in the face. There's
the fans.
There's a fan that blows if you're outside.
Those are on the ceiling and they're like directionally.
And then they have behind you little like air things that will shoot out if it's like something shoots between someone, like you'll just hear psst, and it'll be air come through there. And then they also have lights that happen on the side too. If like someone casts a spell or something, you'll see like lights light up in the theater on a side as well. It gives it more of an immersive feel. But it's really cool because at the beginning of the movie, they do a preview. They always do a 4DX, like, here's what 4DX can do. Well, in this one, they just were like, here's a scene from Top Gun. Enjoy. It was so much fun. Yeah. And I'm like, I'm 100% down to watch this in 4DX.
The only problem I had with 4DX, and I'm not being a Debbie down here, this is the only problem that I had with it is the whiplash kind of thing that you get a smack in your head into the back of the seat.
I think they're getting a little bit better with that. Yeah. But I think that also depends on what you're like. So I saw Dune in there, and I got a lot of that, but there was a lot of fight scenes where it's just like whipping you back and forth and back and forth. But
well, I saw Spider-Man come home Come Home?
Far
Way Home?
Spider-Man, come home.
Spider-Man. Where's Timmy? He's down in the well.
Spider-Man,
Far From Home.
Far From Home. There we go.
I like that
Wouldn't
one
Come
better.
Home?
No Way Home.
No Way Home. All right.
No,
different movies.
Really
I don't know.
Want a Spider-Man, come home. We miss you.
Love Mom.
I think
Mom.
it's kind of sacrilegious to say it in the like gaming community. There's a lot of crossover with wrestling for one, and also Marvel movies. And I don't like Marvel movies very much. I just Endgame was really cool.
You want to get sued?
Yeah, I know. I know that a lot of gamers are way into Marvel movies.
Our show,
but
they're hit or miss for me. But for the most part, like there's some bays out there.
There's some good ones.
I think
I'm
Kenny,
kind of on
honestly,
Scorsese's side.
do you like Sam Raimi films?
Which ones were his?
Evil Dead, Army of Darkness, Drag Me to Hell.
Drag Me Down.
That was a good one.
Spider-Man 3.
All the Spider-Man.
The Toby ones.
Yeah,
the
Toby Maguire ones.
Those are pretty good. I don't like Marvel movies.
Is that all I got from you and Sam Raimi?
Yeah, I guess I like Spider-Man 3.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, I mean, they weren't great. I don't know. Marvel movies suck, and Game of Thrones 8 was good.
All right, so
my brain broke. Sorry, one sec.
I'm not saying it was great. I'm just saying
one of my
good.
favorite things about 4DX though is when they do like what are they called, like cityscapes kind of thing, where you're just kind of looking over the city or whatever, which Marvel tends to do. The chair just like really subtly rotates and shifts, and you kind of get this like floating feel kind of thing that you're doing,
and then they have the wind blowing on you, so it's like you're outside, and like I don't know, it does a really cool. It is very immersive. And And then there are times where like people are just sitting in a chair. I would love if a 40X, like in this scene where someone's in a conference room and they're just talking, you're just whipping back and forth like nothing. Yep. Like there's no reason to, but like
you're in a conference room and you're just whipping back and forth.
Whoa. They're spraying water at you.
This is the best conference ever.
Blowing air at you. You're like, what is going on in this conference room?
Could somebody turn down the air conditioner?
Wow, you really make me feel like I'm getting hit by air from this air conditioner.
Oh, yeah, update on your last week's flavor, by the way. I caught up on that show, The Offer.
Oh, yeah.
Really good. Have you watched it yet?
I don't have Paramount Plus, so I'm waiting until it's all out, and then I'll get a...
You'll like it. It's cool.
I'm sure I will.
Yeah.
Did you know, so it introduced me to Colin Hanks, right?
Yeah, he's good.
But did you know there was another Hanks brother?
The
just
rapper
said that.
or whatever?
Older
Chet.
brother, Chet.
I just said that on the last podcast.
Well,
Yeah,
I didn't
last time I
listen
said.
to you. You know I never pay attention
Remember
to anyone
I said I know
else.
the Hanks family. Yeah.
But like, what? He's weird, right?
Yes, he is.
He was just on a talk show recently. I think he was sitting on a exercise bouncy ball with his shirt off,
Excellent.
bouncing and then just spouting weird phrases. And is he okay?
Is he the youngest?
No, he's the oldest.
His name's
I think.
Chet,
Yeah,
I believe.
Chet.
Um,
And they named
Well, I
him
find that
Chet.
sometimes
They
older
named him
brothers
Chet.
are really weird.
They named him
Yeah.
Chet.
Yeah.
To be fair,
Colin Hanks was fantastic in Dexter. He was also
He
amazing.
was in Dexter.
Yeah, and he was in Fargo, the TV show Fargo, season 1. Really, really good in that. Colin Hanks.
Oh, yeah, man. Well, I mean, like he's so much like his father. Like there was so much Tom Hanks and his performances and the way he talks, his mannerisms, all that stuff. But Chet is a rapper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why does Tom Hanks these days always look like he's seen some shit? Look at this picture of this guy. Doesn't he look like he's just like, oh, God.
Well, I mean,
This is awful.
He, his ship was taken over. and
Also,
he's
the
no
guy they
longer
have
the
playing.
captain.
I don't know who's that guy that played Marlon.
He was never the same after he lost
He
Wilson.
never was the same after he lost Wilson.
The guy playing Marlon Brando in that show. I don't know who the hell he is, but he's nailing it.
So it's
Oh,
interesting.
yeah, you're nailing me.
What's great about watching that show after literally just watching The Godfather for the first time a week ago is how on point the casting they've done for these people for who they were playing in The Godfather. They were dead on. They were ringers. And Francis Ford Coppola, whoever's playing him in that show, literally, I mean, like you look at old photos, that is 100% what he looked like. Like that, there is no...
Did you watch the newest episode this week?
Yeah.
That was a true scene where he brought the whole cast to dinner for the first time.
And they watched the
they just
Corleones just
go into character
they
while
were
they
like, here,
were meeting.
just sit down. What would they do? And it was
It's such a great scene in that
such
show.
a good
yeah.
scene. I'm like,
Chop. Okay. Talk about this later.
All right.
I want to watch it and be
That was
surprised
our
and happy.
flavors of the week.
It was very flavorful.
You know what else is tasty? Tasty, flavorful?
What?
Challenges.
challenge
Do
mode.
we have a thing for that?
No. We don't.
We do
make
now.
a
I
thing.
just said challenge mode.
Challenge mode, yeah. Can you say it in your voice? Challenge
right.
mode?
Challenge mode.
I'll put some echo on that and it'll be
that'll
nice,
be perfect.
nice and good.
There we go.
I haven't totally decided yet, so you guys go ahead.
Okay. All right. I got a simple one because we only have 2 weeks on this one.
Yeah,
Because we gotta get.
And you're challenging me, right?
Yeah, I'm challenging you. I only got 2 weeks. I think you can do this in 2 weeks.
All
I
right.
want you to find a game,
Yeah.
either on PlayStation or on Steam. Okay. And platinum it. Either platinum it on PlayStation or get all the achievements on a Steam game. And you can be as picky as you want, but that means you've got to research into games that's got, like easily achievable
Oh, I
achievements.
can
kind
help
of
you
thing.
with this. Should I not help him? Because I know when he
it's
could do it in
okay.
5
I'm gonna
minutes.
You can game the system. I'm not going to mind.
I'm going to ask Lemons to help me out a little bit because I got Salt and Sacrifice and I've been playing
Yeah.
through that
Oh, nice.
and it's cooperative.
I know
and
Lemons
may just
is-
be like, hey,
Lemons
do you
likes
want to
to
just play
platinum
it? Yeah, It's like, do you want to play together and just platinum it? And
Boom.
I think we could do that.
platinum something.
Yeah.
This can be, you can make that as easy as you want. I'm just going to tell you. Yeah.
Exactly.
I
We'll
was
keep it
always
simple
thinking,
this time.
do you think saying platinum is more fun than, because like, what is, I mean, when you get all the achievements, what is that called?
What is
platinum.
it called when you get all the achievements in Steam?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, is that a thing? Like, what is it like just
100%.
achievement?
Maybe. I don't know.
100. Oh, I guess that's what you say in achievement terms.
Platinum is
I
PlayStation.
100%ed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Platinum is PlayStation.
Platinum sounds so much better.
Platinum?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
It
it too.
does. Rolls off the tongue better. Yeah.
God, Microsoft needs to do a better one.
What is theirs? Or do they,
No, I think it's 100%.
it's also just
I
100%.
100%
Yeah,
it.
okay. Achievements.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Platinum's
yeah.
good.
Okay.
Let's
I like
write
platinum.
to them.
Maybe I should just say platinum.
I like platinum.
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 Going forward, if I say platinum,
It means 100%.
Any 100%. Yeah.
I think we're tracking.
That's how I use it too. All right, Ryan, what do you got for me?
All right. I'm actually inspired by what Tim made you do the last time.
The VR one?
Okay. So got a new
Do
phone.
it again.
I got a new phone and I'm really enjoying this phone. And I got a new game that I've never tried before and I'm really loving it playing on the game. And I want to know better mobile games. So, Kenny, your challenge to me, to you, from me to you is, and it doesn't have to be 5. Get me like 3. Can you find me 3 games that came out this year? For love of God, don't worry if it's pay or not. Hopefully not pay. I don't want you to have to pay for these.
Sure.
But find a good 3 mobile games. It's like, kind of based on how long we've been doing the show, my taste in games.
Sure.
Find something that maybe would appeal.
I don't mind
me.
paying a few bucks for some of them.
Well, I don't want. No.
I'll research some good stuff.
But I kind of because I'm like, there is some decent mobile games. And this one I'm playing right now, I'm really enjoying. But it's a card-based game, and I love those styles.
Okay.
So.
Well, my idea for Tim was going to be something also with the rule of 3. And I was thinking, since Tim and I have our PS5s hooked up as each other's primary, so he has access to my library, I want you, Tim, to find 3 games on my PlayStation library that you've never played. Play them. They don't have to be long. Obviously, we have 2 weeks. And just give us a mini review and see if one of them hooks you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
It can be any of the games on one that you've never played
He's already
before.
done 2 of them, right? Isn't Arkham and...
No, I got those myself.
Yeah.
Oh, you bought those?
I bought the Arkham Return.
Yeah,
to
it
Arkham.
comes with Asylum and City.
Okay,
he did Tsushima, but that doesn't count. It's got to be 3 that from today you have never played.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair. Okay.
You fell off Tsushima so fast.
Man, and it was like a nosedive, dude. Like at first I was like, this is really pretty.
Is such a beautiful
and
game.
then I just started playing through the game and I was like, oh my God, this is like dating a really hot chick with no personality.
That's actually a pretty good analogy for it. It's not a
interesting.
bad game. It's just not it didn't keep my interest. I was like,
I played it for like 60 hours.
I don't know.
Yeah, well,
Some people are more committed to relationships.
That was challenge.
Some people don't look much deeper.
It's only skin deep, man. Skin deep.
Oh man, okay. Well, that was very challenging. You guys want to do a Mad Lib?
Yeah.
Oh boy, yay! Why the hell not?
I like it.
Let's do one.
All right.
We got a little bit of time left here, and we did one of these for all you casual listeners out there.
Casualites.
We tested this game out in a bonus episode.
And now it's on the
Several
main
episodes.
show.
Yeah, and I've got some left over. This is basically video game Mad Libs.
Yeah.
And the way this works is I've basically taken the back of the box or the brief description you see on Steam, and I've taken out some important words, and I've replaced them with the parts of speech that they are, and the guys will go through, and I will tell them what they need to give me, what part of speech, and we'll make a Mad Lib out of it, and then afterwards, they've got to guess the game.
Yeah.
Based on the ridiculous thing that we come up with.
This went very well in the bonus show.
Oh, yeah.
did.
I
It did.
really enjoyed it.
So hopefully it'll also go well here. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, Kenny.
Yep.
Give me a first name.
Stanley.
Stanley.
Parable.
That'd be funny if the game is That'd be insane.
That'd be great.
Would you like your last name? Because that's to you, to be Parable.
Sure. That's silly.
How about
That'll be
Parabola, like
Parabola.
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 Okay. Kenny,
I like
give me an
it.
adjective.
Salty.
Salty.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. Ryan, give me a past tense verb.
Oh, ran.
Ran.
It's like the go-to past tense for
It is.
Well, okay. What do you want me to say?
No, that's fine. I'm just saying that it is the go-to.
I don't know.
Give me an historical event.
Historical event, Spanish Armada.
Spanish Armada.
This is amazing.
I award you
Ryan,
no points.
Give me a noun. Spanish
Armada. Trident.
Trident.
Nice. I like where this is
I
going.
was thinking
Yeah,
like
Kenny,
weaponry.
give me a noun.
Yeah.
A noun, crystal.
Crystal.
Tridents and crystals. And Spanish Armada.
All right. Ryan, Give me a body part, and it can. I think it can be plural or not. It's up to you.
Penises.
Okay.
All right.
Or
Kenny,
peni. I think that's several
Peni?
penises.
Okay.
Peni.
Can you give me a noun?
A noun. Bottle.
Bottle. Ryan, give me a verb.
Shitting.
Okay. And can you give me an adjective?
Translucent.
Translucent.
Ooh.
Fantastic.
Man, this
Fancy.
guy D&Ds.
This is nice. Okay, you guys ready?
Yep, ready.
You guys ready for your Mad Lib?
All right, let's hear it.
Stanley Parabola must brave a salty world ran by the Spanish Armada. Carrying the trident of our crystal in his peni, he embarks on a bottle to shitting the translucent world.
Oh boy, that's hard. Okay.
Read it again.
Yeah, read it again.
All right.
Stanley Parabola must brave a salty world ran by the Spanish Armada. I can't believe you put ran in there. That's great.
Yeah, that's great.
Carrying the trident of our crystal in his peni, he embarks on a bottle to shitting the translucent world.
All right, carrying the something of something in his something.
And something. Bottle?
Carrying
Bottle wasn't one
no,
of our
bottle was my word, yeah.
Oh, you did bottle. Carrying.
There's not many words in there that weren't ours.
Yeah, that is a lot more challenging.
What is a game where you go on some kind of quest while you're carrying some important artifact or special something, perhaps?
Is it carrying or like there's other games where you're escorting people? Is it
You said
carrying?
carrying the blank of blank or something like that.
Okay, so carrying
Blank a blank.
the blank of blank. So you be carrying.
One last time, Tim.
Okay,
Please.
I'll give it to you once, Mo.
Yep.
Stanley Parabola must brave a salty world ran by the Spanish Armada. Carrying the trident of our crystal in his peni. Yeah. Speaking as a person who's had crystals lodged in his peni before, it's an unpleasant experience. He embarks on a bottle to shitting the translucent world.
So maybe he embarks on a ship, or it's probably embarks on a journey.
Yeah, but what he's carrying.
It's probably embarks on a journey while carrying a something in his something. It's in his carrying something in his
Within him?
in his heart,
In his
carrying
heart?
the
Yeah.
vengeance in his heart. Man,
are you
this
thinking?
is tough.
Well, but the game starts with
One
the
thing, I don't know why.
first and last name of someone.
How about Uncharted? Nathan Drake carrying the.
What?
I don't know. I'm just thinking like artifacts. He's carrying something in his satchel, maybe.
I mean, that is
the
good.
best guess I have.
It's a guy, right?
Yeah.
All right.
I think.
Yeah, let's go
Nathan
for it.
Drake embarks on a journey on a ship, maybe. Embarks on a ship. I don't know.
Yeah.
Ran by the Spanish Armada?
Yeah, we'll say Uncharted.
Uncharted.
That is incorrect.
What is it?
Sam Bridges must brave a new world transformed by the Death Stranding. Carrying the remnants of our future in his peni, he embarks on a journey to reunite the shattered world.
Nice.
Death
Actually,
Stranding.
could
Tough
have been about right for how Kojima made that game, and yeah, that would have worked.
You guys want to do one more?
Yeah.
Carrying crystals in his peni would not be that strange for Kojima.
You want to do one more?
Yeah,
We
one
do
more.
Okay, all right. This one might be a little bit easier. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Ryan, give me a verb.
Shoot.
Peni.
Peni.
All right. Shoot. Okay. Kenny, give me a noun.
Stopwatch.
Why not just watch? Why do you
Ryan,
have to
give me a
stop
plural
watching?
noun.
Swords.
Okay. Kenny, give me a noun.
Cock ring.
Cock ring.
Hey, now you're doing the penis thing.
Oh, I said cock king.
Now
I gotta
you're
put the
doing
ring
the
on.
penis
All right.
thing.
There's okay, another noun. Ryan.
Butt plug.
But
Oh, Jesus
boy,
Christ.
here we go. Can you give me an adjective?
Crystalline.
Crystal.
Wow.
Ryan, plural noun.
Paddles.
Paddles.
I like my crystals.
Kenny, another plural noun?
Another plural noun.
Plural noun.
Another plural noun. Amplifiers.
Amplify. What the fuck? This one's getting weird. Ryan, verb.
Swim.
Swim. Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
Adjective?
Now maybe we're going in the water.
Almost done here. Adjective.
Timely.
Timely.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan, noun.
Dracula.
That'll work. Kenny, noun.
Eraser.
Eraser. Uh-oh.
Looking at
I was
stuff.
going to say you're pulling a Ross and just
Yeah.
looking at shit on the table at this point. Right now?
Pencil.
God damn it. And plural noun to Kenny.
Plural noun. Chocolates.
Chocolates.
Oh, that's
okay.
pleasant.
That is nice.
Yeah,
You
I
guys
like
ready?
that. Yeah, let's do it.
Shoot the stopwatch. As swords fade and the cock ring falls into ruin. Journey into a butt plug filled with more crystalline paddles and amplifiers. Swim into a world of timely Dracula and Eraser through the series Hallmark Pencil and Chocolates.
Fuck. This is a lot harder than last time.
It's a tough one, yeah.
Oh my god.
Swim was. Swim
Swim
was
was one of ours.
All right,
One more
yeah,
time.
Again.
Run it through.
Shoot the stopwatch. As swords fade and the cock ring falls into ruin, journey into a butt plug filled with more crystalline paddles and amplifiers. Swim into a world of timely Dracula and Eraser through the series Hallmark Pencil and Chocolates.
I feel like that's Elden Ring or something. Like it's like
Well, because you heard cock ring, maybe.
Elden cock ring.
Elden Cock Ring. No, I feel like it's
Terrible.
it's kind of like Welcome Back to Hell or
Did we do shoot?
Series
We did.
Hallmark
We did shoot.
Pencil
Series
and
Hallmark
Chocolates.
though is not what we did.
Hallmark. It could be Hallmark like bosses. It could be a Souls game, like you were saying.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's
Yeah.
Elden Ring.
All right, Elden Ring is the best cock ring we have.
That is so close. Is Dark Souls 3.
Oh.
Embrace the darkness as fires fade and the world falls into ruin. Journey into a universe filled with more colossal enemies and environments. Delve into a world of epic atmosphere and darkness through the series Hallmark Gameplay and Chocolates.
Oh, we got there with Hallmark bosses, even though that wasn't it.
That was
but-
close.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
Hey, I
was
think
really
that
good,
was
yeah.
on the right track.
Yeah,
There we go.
yeah,
I'll
yeah.
give myself a point for that.
Yeah, you know what? You guys win.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, you know, I don't want to take anything from you.
Yeah, that was fun.
That's our back of the box Mad Libs.
Oh, I
Video
like it.
game Mad Libs.
Yeah, we'll throw a couple in there every now and then just for fun, for shits and giggles.
No, I like those a lot.
No segment, just hey guys, I got a Mad Lib. You
Hey
want to do
guys,
it?
we're doing a Mad Lib.
Works for me.
Surely.
I
Boom.
like it.
All right, guys.
We did it.
Oh my god.
Made it
Recorded
through
a whole
another
episode. And we did it on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Oh man, and we did it like early. It's like one of those weird things where it's like, man, I have so much more of the day to like do activities.
Yeah, there is.
So much room for activities.
So much room.
Tim,
Yeah.
do you perhaps have a trivia answer for
Sure as fucking do.
One Gamers Week podcast?
I
Good on
do.
you
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
Yeah.
We run a weekly thing on Gamers Week podcast. Very much appreciative of them. If you came here from Gamers Week podcast, then here's the trivia from our spot on their most recent episode. While not an official movie adaptation, this game is still widely regarded as the first game inspired by a movie and was one of the first to spark the debate about violence in video games. What do you guys think?
Violence in video games?
And I should clarify here. Inspired by a movie is not the same thing as adaptation.
Yeah.
This is not a
Right,
game
right.
adaptation.
And it's old probably since it's the first.
Yeah.
But violence. So it has to be
this
enough.
leads into their RGB's Gaming History 101 segment. So there are always questions that are retro questions.
Gotcha.
They're older
Yeah,
games,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, that's right. I'm
Yeah.
an idiot. But it has to be good enough graphics to have some violence in it.
Yeah, I mean, it could be like so it's a not an adaptation, but it's
Inspired.
What's that?
inspired.
Splatterhouse, the Friday the 13th
That's
thing.
a good one. Splatterhouse.
Is that it?
No.
Fuck.
Sure ain't. The answer is Death Race. Death Race.
Splatterhouse
Yeah.
is a good answer,
an
though.
arcade
That
game.
is
Thank you.
really
I
good.
thought I was onto something there.
That's a really good answer.
I mean, I don't know.
Inspired by Friday the
a good-
13th.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
probably a great
Yeah.
answer, and I don't know.
You should. Yeah, you should.
Big shout out to Dwayne and JK for helping me submit questions. So, that's it. We are still doing stuff on Twitter. We're doing our monthly leaderboard every day. I wake up in the morning and I
All
post some trivia
All day.
on Twitter. No,
Yeah.
just once.
Oh,
Every day, once
every
per day,
day.
right in
Once
the
per
morning,
day,
right
yeah.
around 9 a.m.
Yeah.
Central Time. I'm going to post a daily trivia that you can try to answer. If you quote tweet your answer and you are the first to do it, then you get a point on our monthly leaderboard. Additionally, another person that gets it right will also get a point. I literally figured out by die rolls. Okay. So when you jump on there and you do that, all you listeners at home, not only do you have a chance for points, but also you get a chance to share the Leetist with the world of Twitter. So please, by all means, jump in and participate. Check out our daily trivia on Twitter.
And have the most points at the end of the month to win a $100 gift card to Steam, Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, whatever you want.
Yeah. I'm just going to give you $100. That's it.
Look, you're getting $100. You're getting entertainment from us. What more can you ask for?
All right, guys.
All right.
We are the Leetist podcast. We play games about games, video games, that is. Thanks for joining us today. We'll have a little bit more content for patrons. We can go to patreon.com/theLeetist. Become a supporter, get a little bit of extra content each week, which we'll be doing today. We'll catch you next week on the Leetist, where we'll play some more games about games. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Tim.
Hey, thanks, Kenny.
Hey, thanks, Ken.
Bye-bye. Sorry, voice crack.